Hello everyone and welcome to the C1 level check. This is the fourth class in the series of the C1 Cambridge Intensivo. We are going to be looking today at speaking. We will look at a speaking level check, and we're going to look at speaking tips, advice to improve our speaking. We have 3 people here in attendance, so it's great. We can practice quite a lot of speaking together. Now, let's get started. The level check. This is the information about the website. If you need to know anything, you can find the information on the website. And I will also be able to speak to you via WhatsApp or via email because you will have my details at the end of the class, okay? So, what happened here? Something disappeared. Right, let's see. What should we be doing to improve our English level and do the level check? What we need to do is remember this. When we study, we have a particular saying that is basically our ethos, nuestro lema, our ethos. And that is, the best way to learn a language is by speaking it. It's very simple, but it's true. The best way to learn English is through communication. If you speak a language regularly, you will learn. Of course, we need to do a bit of everything, but the most important skill is your speaking. What we're going to do is look at how can you remember new words and what's the best way to learn the language. The first thing is you must stop translating. Cuanto antes dejes de traducir, ya lo sabemos, cogemos soltura con el idioma, ¿ya? A really good thing you can do is buy a dictionary, which is English to English. Yo noté una gran diferencia cuando compré un diccionario en plan castellano-castellano, porque en vez de buscar la traducción, busqué sinónimos y siempre entendí un sinónimo. Y de este modo siempre ampliaba mi vocabulario. Es que viene muy bien, ¿vale? So stop translating. As soon as you can, stop translating. Now, take notes and learn vocabulary through phrases. It's really important that when you are in these classes, you use your notebook, you take notes, and you learn phrases with your notes. Cada vez que apuntes una cosa porque no lo sabías o te has equivocado, hay que pensar. Sí, toma, porque tengo algo que tengo que estudiar. Aquí darle la vuelta a la tortilla un poco y pensar, un fallo no es algo malo, un fallo es una cosa buena porque te indica lo que tienes que hacer para mejorar. That is the true fact of learning a language. You have a mistake, you think, yes, okay, I know what I need to do. When you improve that, you will have more mistakes with different things, and then you improve. Your mistakes tell you what you need to improve. Take notes and learn from them. You should carry a notebook everywhere. I would use a notebook everywhere and just write notes. Okay? The next thing is you need to say everything out loud. Say everything out loud. If you are reading, read out loud. You can read in your head. Puedes leer en la cabeza, sí. Pero lee en voz alta también. You must read out loud. Say phrases out loud, because you activate the verbal memory and you will improve. We have key skills. You need to activate passive input, expose yourself to a language, listen all the time, read all the time, write all the time, and grammar vocabulary really is the final thing. You want to improve your vocabulary by listening. You listen, good word. Listen, good word. Listen, good word. Speaking, listen, good word. When you have your words, study the vocabulary, but do not study with a grammar book. Do not take a grammar book every day, fill in gaps, and think, why am I not improving? Lo he visto 1000 veces. Hay que hacerlo de forma inversa. La gramática es para corregir fallos, no es para aprender. Tengo un fallo en esto porque no entiendo tal. Vale, pues lo hago para corregir. Vale, ahora lo pongo en práctica y a ver si lo entiendo. That is grammar. Do not say grammar, practice, grammar. If you begin with grammar, 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 then speak, grammar, 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 speak, the progress is really slow. Speak, grammar, then you need to look at doing another thing, okay? Fantastic. Now, as I've said, the best way to learn a language is by speaking it. That is the basic truth, okay? Hello, Carmen, hi. So, let's see. What we're going to do is continue. You need to know that we have a level check. Have you all done the level check? Yes? No? Esther?
Yes.
Susanna? Yeah? Susanna,
Yes.
Mariana, have you done it? Yes, you have it already. Good, fantastic. And I have a message. I'm just going to check. Carolina is saying yes. Good. Carmen, I've seen you enter. Have you done the level check?
Yes, I've done it.
Oh, good. Fantastic. If you've done the level check, then we know that we have basically the level that we need to have. Okay? If you have 18, 19, 20 on the level check, you have about the level of vocabulary. However, the vocabulary can always be improved. Now, when you actually hire one of our courses, ¿ya? Imagínate que contratas un curso de C1 y piensas, necesito un poco de refuerzo de B2 porque me falta tal. Envíame un WhatsApp y decir, Marc, ¿me dejas los contenidos del B2? Eso va incluido. Así que yo te dejo los contenidos del B2 y también lo estudias. ¿Ok? Just make sure that when you do and you make your objective and you do the course, that your objective is realistic, ¿ok? Yo voy a ser muy sincero con vosotros y yo creo que no eres capaz de aprobar el C1. Soy así. No voy a decir, mira, que prefiero aceptar tu dinero y sí, vas a aprobar el C1, a ver qué tal. Pues no, no funciona así. Si tienes un nivel para preparar el B1, te lo digo. Si es el B2, también te lo digo. Te digo si hay que esforzarte más que los demás porque te falta tal, eso sí. But we need to look at that, okay? Right. So just make sure your objective is realistic. What we're actually going to do is we're going to put ourselves to the test with some questions from the level check. Os van a sonar las preguntas, las frases, porque salían en la prueba de nivel, ¿vale? So, let's have a look. Carmen, would you be able to read the sentence and tell me what is missing in the gap? When you read, you can say in the gap. For example, I ended meeting up with my friends at the fair last night. And then we need to guess the word. So, Carmen, can you please read?
Okay. I am looking forward going abroad next summer.
Okay, so we jumped number one. Number one was I ended.
Okay, sorry.
Don't worry. I ended up meeting up with my friends at the weekend. We have two phrasal verbs together. End up, acabar haciendo algo, just mean to finally do something. End up doing something means to do something with no plan to do it. What did you end up doing last weekend? Okay, you told me you wanted to stay at home. You said, I ended up going out with my friends, meaning at the last minute, my friends called me, do you want to go out? I went out. End up doing something, okay? Meet up with is to gather, get together with your friends, juntarse con amigos. So I ended up meeting up with my friends at the fair last night, okay? So Carmen, you read the phrase. I am looking forward, going abroad next summer. Which answer would you put?
I'm looking forward to going abroad next summer.
Fantastic. Again, it's a phrasal verb. I am looking forward to going abroad next summer. Look forward to is to be excited about something. You want to do it. You are eager to do it. I am looking forward to going abroad next summer. Two prepositions, because look forward is mirar hacia adelante, just to look in this direction. Look forward to be excited about. There are many phrasal verbs with two prepositions, and the meaning changes. Cut down, talar un árbol. Cut down on, reduce, reducir la cantidad. So they do change. Thank you, Carmen, for that. Now, Esther, can you read number 3? And we'll see if we know it.
Number 3. I can get on in 3 languages.
Okay, it is a preposition, you are right, but it is not on. Does anybody else have another idea of what it could be? I can get. Okay, we're not sure. The answer is I can get by in 3 languages. Get by in a language is defenderse en la language, en el idioma. It basically means I can speak a bit of 3 languages. I can survive in 3 languages, meaning I can speak English well, I speak some Spanish, I speak some German, I can get by in 3 languages. Get by in a language is you can go to a restaurant and order without a problem. You can make a phone call, a basic phone call, and not have a problem. You cannot say, I can get by in English if you can only say basic things. Okay? Thank you. Now, Susanna, it's your turn, please. Number 4. Susana, would you be able to read? ¿Sigues aquí? Yeah, Susana, can you hear us? Oh, Susana, blah, Carolina, pero estoy diciendo el nombre mal. Sorry. Carolina. Susana was this morning. Susana was this morning. Sorry. So, tell me.
I need to come with a plan for next year. Come up with. I need to come up with.
I need to come up with a plan for next year. To come up with is to think of a plan. Think of a plan. Exactly. Come up with is a high frequency phrasal verb. It's a very common phrasal verb. Come up with, have an idea, think of a plan. Fantastic. Now, Mariana, number 5.
Okay, so I am not sure, but let's try.
Let's try and guess, yeah.
I had better brush up my English. I had better brush up in my English.
Okay, it's a good guess. It is a preposition because it's a phrasal verb. Does anybody know this one? Brush up. On my English. I had better. I should. I had better. I need to. I should. Brush up on. Improve my English. Brush up on my English is like pulir, mejorar, refrescar, to brush up on my English. Good. Well done. Now, let's take a look. The final one is not a phrasal verb. It is a word pattern with an adjective and a preposition. So we have, I am crazy, hanging out with friends. What is this? I am crazy, hanging out with friends.
Crazy about?
Crazy about hanging out with friends. Exactly. So I am crazy about hanging out with friends. Exactly. Yeah. Very good. Now, to be crazy about something means you love something. In the first unit, we look at this a lot. Different ways to express your feelings and say what you like and what you dislike. There are 20 different ways to say, I like something in English. We need to learn a lot of them for the C1, and we will review them. Because you can say, I am into hanging out with friends. I am crazy about hanging out with friends. I am keen on hanging out with friends. I am a fan of hanging out with friends. I am big on hanging out with friends. And basically, we learn these word patterns to improve. So, what do we have? We have that. What we're going to do is just quickly go over what I was saying in the previous classes about your study timetable. Make sure that you make a study timetable. When we are in the course, we are going to create a personalized study timetable. We will adapt this each month. We have tutorials and we will adapt the timetable because we need to make sure we make progress all the time. So we need to adapt, and we will look at this in a personalized way, okay? Now, what we're actually going to do is look at some speaking questions now. Advice for speaking, okay? Mariana, what do you think is the best way to speak confidently and fluently? What would you say?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yes, of course. What is a good way to speak with confidence and to speak fluently? So what is a good way to make sure you learn how to speak English well?
Well, to improve or to be completely sure that you have your skills or you can speak English and get this self-confidence to do it is when you know perfectly the topic that you are talking about and you know how to make the phrases or to the construction of the
And you're right. And this is actually touching on various different things. One is preparation. You understand the topic, you are prepared, you know the types of phrases, and you also understand the other person because you can anticipate what they are going to say.
Exactly.
Basically, that is one thing, preparation. Another thing is simply practice, habit. If you speak English every day and you practice every day, obviously it is not difficult for you. Another thing is make sure that your listening is good. If you only need to worry about speaking, then it's much easier to speak with confidence because you are not worried about what are they going to say? What are they going to say? What does that mean? I don't understand. If you understand well, then your speaking improves a lot because passively you learn. Now, when you understand English easily, it really does help, ¿ok? El habla es que y la comprensión auditiva están tan vinculados que no puedes diferenciarlos. Una simplemente es una destreza pasiva, la otra es activa. Hablar es más fácil que escuchar, porque tú controlas. Y la clave es saber controlar. Lo que pasa es que cuando quieres decir una cosa, muchas veces cuando llegamos a un nivel más avanzado, una cosa que nos despista mucho es que pensamos, pues podría decir esto, o podría decir esto, o podría decir esto, o podría decir esto, y al final estás pensando en 100 cosas y no dices ni una. Si tienes las ideas muy claras, esas son las frases que me gusta utilizar, pues las puedes decir sin pensar. Y el momento que puedes hablar sin pensar es el momento que hablas con soltura. Yo, por ejemplo, ni siquiera estoy pensando, simplemente es en plan natural. Sale sin más y si tengo que retirar algo y cambiar algo, lo hago. Tengo mi acento, por supuesto, eso es normal, pero la soltura está ahí. Y eso es lo que queremos, soltura. Porque es mucho más importante la soltura que la precisión. A mí me da exactamente lo mismo si habla con soltura y luego sueltas alguna preposición mal. Y digo, pues vale, aún así te entiendo, así que perfecto. Eso es una cosa que se puede corregir después, pero coger confianza y la soltura es la clave. Así que, miramos esto. What we're going to do is practice some speaking questions, okay? So let's get started quite quickly. It's perfect because there are 8 questions and there are 4 people. So 2 questions each. So, Carmen, please, can you tell me, where can you see yourself in 10 years' time?
Well, in 10 years' time, I can see myself in so many different ways, but I will tell you one. For example, working as a digital nomad and traveling around the world. Well, I only need my laptop to work internationally and speaking with other people. Maybe working on digital marketing, helping another brands to manage their companies, their projects, and helping everyone to achieve their goals in their job.
Exactly. Yeah, sounds fantastic. I think this is the dream of many young people nowadays to be a digital nomad and to be able to travel and to have freedom. Yeah, freedom, definitely. Good answer, Carmen. I liked it. Okay.
Thank
Maria,
you.
Maria, it's your turn. What do you usually get up to in your leisure time? Now, careful. Get up, levantarse, get up to do something. So, what do you usually do in your leisure time?
It's me?
Yeah, Mariana, please.
Sorry. Leisure time, what is this exactly?
Free time. Leisure just means ocio. It's the same as free time, spare time.
Okay. Well, to be honest, last month I don't have a lot of this kind of time, so that's the reason maybe I don't understand that word.
Yeah.
But I will say then probably go out to walk and see different places, because of now I am living in one city and I don't live regularly, so there's many things that I don't know here. So probably traveling and knowing different place of that city.
Yeah. Try to use get to know a place because know is something you already know. Get to know, like llegar a conocer, is a really good expression because it means I don't know it yet, but I want to know it. Get to know a place. Thank you, Mariana,
Get
for
to
the
know a
answer.
place.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
very much. Okay, now Esther, it's your turn. Do you prefer hanging around with a large group of friends or just a few? So, do you like spending time with lots of people or
Mm.
only a few people?
Okay. It depends. I like to be with my best friend to talk about confidence or explain some problems, or maybe something private. But also, and I like to be with a lot of people if I consider it a party or a celebration, maybe.
Okay, fantastic. Good. It really does depend on what you want to do. If you are going to have a celebration, lots of people is probably better. But if you want something more intimate, well, yes, it's probably better with just your best friend or your close friends. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Good answer. Now, it is your turn, please, Carolina. Can we please discuss what would you like to do for a living? Now, do for a living is about work. Which job would you like? What would you like to do for a living?
Okay, so I like to do for a living something about for music, for instance. Maybe a work in a music festival or rock festival here in Europe, or writing reviews in a digital magazine about some concert or new production from bands. This is one of my.
So it's
I'm
really
into.
based on music. It's really
Yeah,
based
yeah,
on music, your interest.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
fantastic.
I'm into the rock and heavy metal.
Me too.
I'm keen on
Yeah,
my
I
band.
don't really look like it, but I am really into like heavy metal. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it a lot. Actually, there were some people on my course that I met, and I actually met them through a group of heavy
Yeah.
metal, which is quite funny because I quite like the music.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
That's right.
Right, fantastic. Now, let's see. It is Carmen's turn again. Where did you end up going on holiday last year?
Truthfully, that was totally unexpected. I ended up going through different countries in Europe.
Fantastic.
I was finishing my last exams, and a friend of mine told me to spend the holidays outside. So I've been in the UK. I went to a concert in
Which one?
Leeds.
Ah, Leeds, cool. Yeah, I know Leeds.
Yes, it was the first time, and I was really excited about it. And then
Did you go to the Leeds festival, or was it?
yes,
The festival. Yeah, the festival's
to the
really.
Leeds
Yeah,
festival.
this one in Reading.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good. And have you just finished university?
Yes,
Ah,
I recently
fantastic.
finished.
Ah, cool. So did you go backpacking around Europe, or did you go interrailing, or what was it?
Actually, it was we planned the holiday. Meanwhile, we were traveling. Like
Yeah.
at first, we
Yeah.
planned to go to the Leeds festival, but then we wanted to go to Paris, so we travel by bus, train. We use all the transports
Fantastic. Good.
to
So
go to
yeah.
Dover.
Mhm.
Yes, and then we went to the ferry
Yeah.
to go to France,
Mhm.
and we spent 2 days in Paris too. So we see different cities while we were traveling, and then also we spent some days in France, and then we finished in Barcelona, and we
Ah,
spent
fantastic.
2 days in Barcelona too. So it was like a final degree trip.
Yeah. End of year trip. Yeah, it's an end of degree trip. Yeah,
End of
definitely.
degree. Okay.
Fantastic. One thing, be very careful with using spending time outside. Now, spending
Okay.
time outside is like spending time in nature, like spending time in the outdoors, al aire libre, yeah? If you want to say spend time in a different country, we will say abroad, overseas. Spend time
Okay.
overseas, abroad. Yeah, and that's the term, abroad. Yeah. So that was the best way of saying it. Okay, thank you very much, Carmen. Very good. Mariana,
Thank you.
it's your turn. Have you ever made a huge decision that changed your life forever?
Well, yes, definitely. Probably there's many decisions than we take in our life then change the way of our life, but probably the one that changed completely the way of my life was to rest in Spain. I came to Canary Island for not for holidays, but just for 1 year.
Like me.
To decide and to come back to Argentina. And in the end of that year, I decided to rest. So probably that was the huge
You
decision.
decided to stay in Europe, to stay
Yes.
in the Canary Islands. Yeah, I imagine you stayed because of your husband for love.
No.
No,
At that
it wasn't
time,
because
I didn't know him. No.
you didn't know. Okay.
No,
You
no
see,
yet.
I stayed in Spain because of my wife. When I met her, we started going out, and she just said,
Oh.
"Do you want to stay?" And I said, "Oh, "Okay." That's it.
Oh,
Yeah, completely. It was
so
because
romantic.
yeah, it was very romantic. That's what I do. Okay, thank you very much. Good.
With
Now
pleasure.
let's take a look. Esther, please. It's your turn. What have you learned from your mistakes in life? Now, so what can you learn from your mistakes in life?
Wow.
It's a difficult question. Very deep. Yeah.
I learn a lot. It's a shame, but no, it's not a shame. Yes, I learn a lot. I always tell my daughter that you learn from your mistakes. What I don't tell her is that it is hard to accept
Yeah.
them.
Very much so. Yeah. Very, very hard.
Yeah.
It can be. Yeah. So you
She
learn
has
more from your
only,
mistakes than from your victories. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, it's true.
It is a tough thing.
I have to be resilient.
Yeah. Resilient.
Yeah,
Good
okay.
word.
And I, as you have told us, learn and turn them into opportunities to improve.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what it is. You need to see this with most areas of your life. However, it is difficult to accept. I know it is frustrating when you make mistakes, especially when you're speaking English, but you need to understand that they are opportunities. Yeah. And it is a difficult thing to accept, definitely. Okay. Thank you very much. And finally, please, Carolina, last one. How long have you been learning English and why do you do it?
So, I've been learning English about more than 10 years.
Mhm.
Because I have two reasons. Because I like study, I love challenges, and I considering at this time is a need a need for my work, because I at this time I've been working at a multinational company,
Mhm.
and in my position it's necessary to develop a new skill, and the technical skill just was covered, but I need to improve my language skills.
Okay, yeah, of course. In international companies, they often ask us to improve our skills, and languages are a very valued skill, of course. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Carolina. Good.
Uh,
Yeah. Now, all of you are speaking at a C1 level. Now, there are things we need to improve. There are small errors, of course, and technique, but all of you are ready, speaking wise, to prepare for the C1, which is a really good thing. It's really good news. Okay. Right. What we're going to do is move on to the next part. Okay. So what have we learned? What have we looked at? We've looked at what is the level check and what is it for. The level check basically is just to give us a place to begin. It's very important to know where to begin. This is because if you start from a too difficult level, you will become very frustrated. Also, if you start at a very low level, then also you won't make any progress. You will just review things you already know. So therefore, we need to find the perfect level between this is difficult, but I can do this. If it is like, it's difficult, I can't do it, it's too much. If it is, everything is easy, obviously you are not improving. So we are trying to find this balance all the time to push this glass ceiling. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is also look at how to create a study timetable. As I've said on the course, we are going to create a personalized study timetable. We do it in a tutorial. We have a face-to-face meeting through Zoom alone, and we plan your timetable. We review it together. And this is something we will update during the course. Okay. And we've also looked at what is the best way to learn English. You need to remember our ethos, lemma, ethos. It is the best way to learn English is by speaking it. By speaking, we improve. When we read, we can read out loud. When we learn vocabulary, we say phrases out loud. We have to have conversations. And the moment we can think in English is when we have won the battle. If you think in English, dream in English, well, then you are fluent in English. Okay, good. So that was that. What we're actually going to do is we're going to look at the sorteo, the raffle. Okay. Here we have my contact details. You have the phone number and you have an email address. This is my Gmail email address, but I also have the Marc at intercambioidiomasacademy.com, which is the official website email address. Now, my phone number 652-466-477. If you win this raffle, I need you to send me your details, meaning your name, your email address, and I can send you into the course, okay? The course is an intensive for the C1. It includes the material that you need to prepare for the C1, but it is the bronze version of the course. Yesterday, we explained the 3 versions of the course. Bronze, where you study more or less on your own, but there is a weekly meeting with all the C1 students in which we practice and review doubts. The silver, the most recommended. The silver one is group classes. You have 3 group classes per week. We practice speaking exclusively in these classes. I explain to you how you need to study, what you need to study, when you need to study, and I correct your written work. Then we have the gold package, which is personalized one-to-one tutoring for people that want to do it one-to-one, okay? I only take 2 students of these per term because I don't want to have too much time. I already have 1, okay? Of the silver, we only have 10 and we have 4 covered so far. So 6 available at the moment. There were 10, but with the pre-inscription, there have been 4 gone, okay? Now, remember we have classes in Zoom. The teacher is me. We have courses online and we have them face-to-face, but yours will be an online course with online classes. We have English for Spanish speakers. We have advice in Spanish if you need anything. Also, I'm an examiner, so I can explain to you what you need to do for the Cambridge C1, what you need to do to pass. And also you have your aprobado asegurado, which means in a case that you weren't ready for the exam, you continue in the course until you are ready. I'm not going to send you to the exam to fail. If you are not ready, you will continue until you are ready. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is look at the raffle. So, thank you. Let's pull up this raffle and we're going to go over. Right. I did need to ask for your permission. I said that you must attend to enter into the raffle, but I have 1 student who has attended some classes, but she has injured her leg today and she couldn't attend. Can I include her in the raffle or not? ¿Os parece bien o mal? ¿Qué decís? ¿Te parece bien, Esther? Mariana, todo el mundo, si estamos conformes?
For me, it's okay.
Say it's okay. Yeah, her name's Belen, really nice lady, but she's injured her leg. I'm not sure what she's done, but she couldn't come, but she wanted to be here. Okay. Okay, if it's okay, then we will include her. What I've done is I've assigned you a number.
But I have a question, and because I didn't understand. And do we have to send you our email through WhatsApp to participate?
Yes. No.
Okay.
You send me the email via WhatsApp to win. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, I think it's a very good idea to speak to me via WhatsApp so we can be in contact, and at least I can give you some advice of anything that you might need. Okay. So we're going to look at the C1 Advanced Cambridge Intensivo. Okay, we call it. So I'm going to generate 1 winner, 1 to 5. Okay, and we will see who the winner is. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Yeah, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see who the winner is. Fantastic. Number 2, the winner is Carolina. Carolina, you have it here. I've written 1 to 5. You can see it's fair. Carolina, you are the winner. Congratulations. So, Carolina, you have won the bronze course. Okay, the bronze course is with the weekly meetings, as I've said. In the case you want to attend more classes, you will have a €100 discount, of course, from
Okay.
the test. So
Okay.
you can decide and you could do that and you would have the €100 discount. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone,
Oh,
for
thank you,
participating.
thank you,
I've really
thank you.
enjoyed this. Okay. Just to finish, do any of you have any questions? Esther, Carolina, Mariana, Carmen, do you have any questions about the course, about anything? Anything that you need, maybe?
Maybe if you can please remember us all fast. Everything, the conditions, the time, and everything fast.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
sorry.
I will send it through to your WhatsApp message and I will to the WhatsApp and I will tell you all of the time and the conditions. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, because you are probably going to want the morning classes with your timetable.
Yeah, probably.
From 11 till 12. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 11 o'clock. Okay. And we also have in the evening, 7 until 8 o'clock, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay. I will send them through to you via WhatsApp. Okay. So thank you very much. Really good. I can see Carmen has already sent her details through. Fantastic. And let's see if everyone sends their details and we can be in contact. All of this, of course, without any obligations. If you simply want advice, fantastic for me. Okay. So thank you very much. I will see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye bye.
Thank you very much.